Hello, welcome to Gen AI People, where we discuss the latest that is happening in the world of generative AI. Let's start with what Emad Mostaque from Stability AI said the other day in respect to the future of the software developers. And specifically, he mentioned how it was going to impact Indian developers, especially the people who are at the starting of their career, first three levels. His view was that those people are going to get impacted quite a lot. Now, let's try and analyze this objectively. And to do that, let's understand what these engineers do in their day to day work. Let's take a look at the IT services developers, since they form the chunk of IT workers in India. What is it that they do, especially those who are freshers? Now, these people work on a lot of times on maintenance projects, and what that involves is working on an existing code and fixing bugs, adding features to an existing code. Now, this work definitely involves a lot of coding, but more than coding, it involves understanding the requirements, working with the customers, working with other software engineers, maybe from other modules, understanding how this particular change is going to be impacted or be impacting the other modules, and getting all that information in and then figuring out what needs to be done in terms of the code changes. So while nobody can dispute that AI is going to do much better job at coding, this part of really figuring things out, which probably is 80% of the value of the work, is something which, as of now, is something which would require human beings to actually work and work with other human beings to get things done. So this value addition would still need human beings, but what will definitely happen is the productivity expectations of every developer out there is going to go up. What would take 2 days would probably now need to be done in half a day, and based on that, a lot more work can be accomplished in a lesser amount of time. So, will that impact developers? Yes, it will have an impact, especially for people who do not stay relevant and who do not embrace working with AI. What you need to do is look at AI as your peer, which is going to make your job much more productive. Work with AI to understand how to make AI produce much better output of code, because it takes some effort to actually create good quality code, and or at least make AI create good quality code. And that effort is actually what you need to do to figuring out the requirement and then passing that in as prompts to your code generator. So now, will it have an impact? Yes, it will have an impact in terms of the the number of developers required. But what we can see is that generative AI is bringing about a huge change in the way end users are going to expect interfaces from the softwares, right? So that every software out there is going to transform, and interfaces are going to transform. So every software will have to be enhanced, probably rewritten. That requires a lot of work, and that requires a lot of engineers. So that means a lot of new tools and technologies, a lot of new ways of software development are coming. And what this also represents is a great opportunity for you to get in, understand those tools and technologies, become very proficient with it, become very proficient with working with AI, and then be ready to be that developer who is sought after to actually work on the next generation of software development. So what I see this as a great opportunity, and I feel everybody should look at the opportunities which are out there and be ready to grab them. Invest in your learning, invest in staying up to date, and don't dismiss this as a fad.